Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Kobe's death. He died in Calabas, California on January 26, 2020. There was 9 people on board. So my co-host Liam and me are going to be talking about that. First off, we had a couple questions from you guys. One of the questions was, do you believe the helicopter was adequately equipped with what it needed and it was able to fly correctly? I do believe, but I don't know about Liam. I believe it wasn't, just because there was so many bad stuff with it, and I just don't believe it was safe.
I believe that the helicopter was somewhat okay. It could have been better. Extra precautions would be needed to make before the trip. We all know that the helicopter crashed because of malfunction issues, and I believe that should have been checked beforehand.
Yeah, the helicopter wasn't equipped with the alarm system, which let them know that there was going to be a hill coming ahead. LA Times wrote an article about that and how helicopters need that, and how the helicopter company did not check it well enough beforehand. And then Jake asked, do you believe the helicopter pilot was good enough? And I don't believe that. Alright, he was specially equipped to fly without a radar and all that stuff, right? But if you're going to fly in fog, you need a radar, right?
Yep.
And it's no question of whether you're a great pilot or whether you're a bad pilot. You just need a radar.
It's standard.
Standard
procedure.
Yeah.
Every single pilot needs this training.
Yeah.
Always expect worst situation.
And this is a great question for Megan. All right. Megan asked, do you believe bigger media suppresses smaller medias and these kind of topics? And I definitely believe that, because LA Times suppresses smaller media, right?
Yeah.
Like, my story, if I write a story, it's not going to get read unless it's for a project like this, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing research for a podcast or a news station, right? I read some more articles to get more facts about, right? But I believe the bigger news stations just give out information right away, right then, right there, just to get out information, right?
Yeah.
It's not always good information, it's not always correct, but they just do it. Most of the time it's correct, but they just want to get articles out, right?
Yeah, they don't tell the whole entire truth.
They just want to get the article read, right? But smaller articles, like smaller people, unknown articles, right? They want to get their story heard, so they have to write all the facts correctly, or they're gonna get ridiculed beyond compared to a bigger news station, right? A bigger news station said, "Oh, well, I just messed up. We got the wrong information. I'm sorry." When a smaller news station writes and gets the wrong information, they get flamed. They get destroyed, and that's just a bad thing in general. See, so cultural criticism explains that perfectly through the way of Kobe's death, showing how media suppresses smaller medias, because you have to be extremely right to make sure your article is heard.
That is true, because smaller medias, they focus on smaller details, but they have to keep updating over and over and over again to match up on par with the big media stations.
Yeah. And then the final question I had is, Kobe's going to be in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yes.
Why does bigger media change that in a way that they shouldn't? Like, undisputed, he's going to the Hall of Fame. Everyone agrees with that. Bigger media does, right? But when someone says he shouldn't because of his rape allegations, because a big corporation said that, right?
Yeah, that is true.
That's not fair to Kobe, and fair to smaller article people who know it wasn't true, know it didn't happen, and it wasn't fair to his family, right?
That is true. And we'll never know really what's the truth behind it. We can only get secondhand information from his family.
Yeah. See, Shaq said one time in this newest statement that Kobe wasn't passing the ball. Someone said Kobe wasn't passing the ball. And Shaq went to him and said there's no I in team it. And Kobe was like, well, there's an M-E in team. So it shows you that Kobe was passionate about the game, passionate about what he did, right?
That is true.
Shows his passion through and through. So I don't understand why someone would just say that. It's like there's millions of cases that never actually happen, but when a woman allegates someone, hey, you did this, they get in trouble for it.
It's basically just based off what society has built. We build this whole entire culture that social genders should take place, and that applies not only to regular people, but it applies to famous people like Kobe. He was judged incorrectly just because of gender and stuff like that.
He was just judged incorrectly. Famous people get judged incorrectly. Like, there's stuff cases that are true, like Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby. Those are true cases. They've been proven. right? Everyone knows they're true, but like Kobe, no one believed it was true, but yet it put a damper on Kobe's career for a little bit, and that could have, if it was proven true when it wasn't, it could have been taken out of the Hall of Fame, right?
That is true.